The UK real estate is one of the safest, most liquid, most transparent property markets, if not the most transparent market in the world. And everybody is chasing income. There's a huge thirst for income, especially as gilt yields are falling ever lower. So actually the opportunity for UK real estate in investment terms is significant. And a slightly weaker pound makes it cheaper for global investors to invest into the UK. And when they look around globally, still, where is the safest place to invest? Is it in Italy? I doubt it. Is it in one of the emerging markets? No. I think they're going to say, actually, a hard-working, transparent, legally efficient country like the UK is a fantastic place to which to generate income. So I'm actually very bullish. In the medium term, there's an opportunity to remove unnecessary regulations. I mean, we in the asset management business, we were faced with unnecessary rules and regulations from MiFID II. We can now do away with that. So, when you strip away the cost of regulations, unnecessary procurement under EU laws, that'll make it cheaper to procure new buildings in the UK. So that'll be good for development, good for construction. So, actually, I'm very optimistic.
I think what we've got to be very careful about is overreacting to an immediate situation. And I think what will inevitably happen is, in virtually all sectors, actually whether it's investment or occupational markets, a number of clients will just want to take stock of the situation because they'll be wanting to see how the markets have reacted, both in the short term. There's obviously been a short-term reaction this morning, but also in the medium term. And when I say that, I mean the next few weeks. I think we also need to see what the political landscape and how that unfolds over the course of the next few weeks as well. And both of those will have a bearing. And I suspect probably what it will mean is a lot of decision makers will just say, do you know what, let's just hold our fire for the time being, and then we'll react. It is very likely that we'll be operating in a new paradigm going forward. But what that actually means in terms of decision making and where people make those decisions, I think time will tell. My initial reaction is no. The City of London has been going for many, many hundreds of years through many, many different situations. This happens to be one particular situation. Whether it's GFC, whether it was EMU, there have been many in the recent history and many, many others in the past. And I think what's actually a very strong sign, and this is a London thing as well as a UK thing, is actually resilience of those markets to this sort of event. And actually, because we work in a free economy, actually the way that those markets find their level and then move forward. We're taking a very, very balanced view. Of course, we're getting together with our various skill groups and geographic leaders and P&L heads just to assess the immediate reaction. We have been planning for some time in terms of what the in and out scenarios might look like. We are in uncharted waters in terms of, because we've never been through something like this before, so of course much of it is scenario planning, but it's also about then immediately assessing what the reaction is, let's say the reaction politically, the reaction at the market level, and of course for us as an advisory business, the reaction from our clients, because they will be looking to us to give advice on what they should be doing. And I think the worst case, best case, I think for me at the moment is a timing issue. At what point, when do we start to see what the new world might look like in terms of, let's say, financial markets, reaction, position of currencies, etc. And the length of that, I think, will determine worst case, best case. And at the moment, I think it's hard to make a call on that because a lot of it depends on the reactions of, let's say, international markets, international regulators, the whole negotiation situation now with the EU and what that actually really means, and also how the political situation unfolds as well, because that could be a very interesting period.